Here's what most people get wrong about the Las Vegas market right now. They assume it's still moving like it was a couple years ago, and July's numbers say otherwise. Available inventory jumped 17% in a single month, prices dipped slightly, and homes are taking a little bit longer to sell. I'll walk you through exactly what this data says and what it actually means if you're buying or selling in Las Vegas. Now, if you're thinking about buying or selling in the Las Vegas market, whether it's a couple months from now, 2 years from now, text or call me directly. I'll walk you through these numbers, what they mean for you, for your specific situation, and get you set up on a game plan. So let's start with single family homes since that's most of the market. 2,046 single family homes closed in Las Vegas in July. That's up 1.2% from a year ago, but down 11.1% from June, which is a normal seasonal pullback, not a red flag. Kids are going back to school, and we typically see a small pullback around this time. The median sold price came in at $480,000 this month, down just 1% from a year ago, down 2% from June. Prices aren't crashing, they're softening slightly, and that's worth knowing whether you're buying or selling. One other thing that these stats don't necessarily tell us is how much closing cost sellers are contributing to buyers. We're definitely seeing sellers give closing costs in this market to help buyers with their closing costs and rate buy downs. Now here's the number that actually matters this month. Effective months of availability for single family homes hit 3.6 months in July. That's up over 17% from June alone, a big jump in a single month, and up 2.9% from a year ago. In plain terms, there are over 7,400 single family homes available right now, excluding anything already under contract. More homes on the market means more choices for buyers and more competition for sellers. That's the shift happening right now in real time. So how fast are homes actually selling right now? In July, 57.4% of single family closings happened within the first 30 days. That's down a touch from June's 58%, but still slightly ahead of where we were a year ago at 56%. Another 20% of transactions are closing within the first 60 days. So this is still a reasonably fast moving market. It's just not the frenzy it was a couple years back. The average time on the market in Las Vegas in general is roughly 57 days when sellers price right. I'm personally seeing that homes that are turnkey and priced right still selling quickly, even ahead of that 30-day pace. Now let's talk about condos and townhomes because it's genuinely a different story. 541 units closed in July, up 3.8% from June, but down 1.1% from a year ago. The median price set at $290,000, flat compared to a year ago, down slightly from June. But here's the real difference. Condos are sitting at 5 months of effective availability, meaningfully softer than the 3.6 months on the single family home side. And only 43% of condo closings happened within the first 30 days in July. If you're comparing the two markets side by side, condos are clearly the softer market right now. Now these stats combine both condos and townhomes. Although prices have stayed relatively stagnant for now, the condo market is undoubtedly favoring buyers heavily right now. So what does all of this actually mean for you? If you're buying, this means more breathing room than you've had in a very long time. More inventory, prices holding roughly flat or dipping slightly, and homes sitting a little bit longer on the market than they did in the past. If you're specifically looking at condos, you got even more leverage with that 5-month supply. Now if you're selling, pricing correctly matters more this month than it did a year ago. Homes priced right are still selling inside 30 days. More than half of July's closings did exactly that, but homes priced wrong are the ones landing in that 121-day plus bucket, and that was 5.8% of single-family closings in July. As inventory keeps climbing, that gap between price right and price wrong is only going to get wider. One of the biggest differences in this market as a seller is you're pricing your home based on the competition rather than what sold 6 months ago. For many sellers, the supporting comps are there, but what competition are you actually up against if you list today? That's the question you have to ask yourself. As inventory keeps climbing, that gap between price right and price wrong is only going to get wider. If you want to know exactly where your home or your target neighborhood sits inside these numbers, text or call me directly. I'll run the specific comps for you, not just the valley-wide averages. This is one of the most diverse markets I've seen in a while, and different areas of town are performing at much different paces. So it's important to have all the correct information. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you like this breakdown, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.